Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the super late models here at USA. Ran a good time in practice. This is like 3/10 faster than I ran in my last practice, but the track did come in super clean. And a 0 and a 1 is just absolutely flying. I don't understand that, but it seems like the top 4 of us are super fast because the last practice I was in, the 3 and the 1 were quicker than me, and the 1 was really consistent. So it should be a really good race on how this goes. This should be like, there's not many of us here. I think there's only 8 of us in this race, but it should be a real fun, close race, I feel like, in the top 4, at least. Because I don't know how fast the 4 was until he started running this practice, but it should be fun. I like this track a lot. Just try to hook right along the bottom, not hit the inside wall or anything. Try to just keep the car straight. Don't get too much in the grass. You can get in the grass a little bit, but try to keep a straight line coming off. I let off going into these corners. Sometimes I'll tap the brake depending on the trajectory of the car. That was a really bad 3 and 4. I got loose coming off. And we ran about the same time we did in practice, so I can't be mad about that. At least I was consistent there. Got a little loose off of 2. I might have hit the grass with my back left. See if we can pick it up a little bit in 3 and 4. Just slowly get on the gas. Yeah, it stayed straighter. It's still sliding a little bit, but I didn't get as sideways coming off. 344, I'll take that. I didn't have the run coming into the lap, so it made sense. The 1 car is going to be behind us currently, but we still have the number 3 and 4 car that still have to qualify. So still a lot of people have to qualify. We might drop down to 3rd if the 3 and 4 get ahead of us. 4 already did. Damn, here at a 0:45, that is flying. Like, did they even let off at that point? They are so fast. So it should be an interesting race, even though it's not a very big field. It should be a very fast field in general. So I'll pick it up when we get ready to go green. All right, we fell down to 3rd, just like I suspected. 7 car wasn't here to qualify, so we had to wait the whole time. But the 8 car didn't qualify, and he has over 700 ping. So I would not be surprised if it kicks him from the race, because that ping usually doesn't last too long. But hopefully we can have a good, clean race. There are cautions here, but 30 laps and these cars could go super fast if we can go green flag the whole time, and hopefully we can, because it seems like the top 4 of us are super fast. The top 2 are completely quicker than us, but the 1 and I should be really close to each other most of the race. He was really consistent in my last practice, so hopefully I can keep up with that, because I wasn't too consistent. I kept messing up a few times and had a little bit off of laps, but hopefully we can stay pretty consistent in the race and have a pretty good one, and maybe the top 2 will get into each other and wreck each other. You never know. So hopefully we can have a good race. This is a very fun track for me. I always enjoy it on the asphalt or dirt side. It's just like a bigger Williams Grove, which I enjoy also, just like a big Martinsville. I just enjoy these kind of tracks. I don't know why, just because you have to actually get off the throttle and drive the car more than the big ovals like Eldora or the Charlotte on dirt. Like, I like this kind of track more, to me. I don't know. And if you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe button. Lets me know that you guys enjoy watching these as well, and helps me out a ton. But hopefully we could do pretty well here for you guys. Haven't ran these super late models in a while. I was gonna run an asphalt race, but I didn't really like most of the options this week, because I thought Talladega was this week, but that's Las Vegas. Talladega is next week, so I'll definitely run a Talladega race. And I think we were waiting on the 8 car the whole time. Yeah, we were. He just never joined up. Maybe he's going to start from the pits. I don't know. But with that ping, he might be there, but he's not actually popping up. I have no clue. All right, let's get a clean race in, though, hopefully. Because super late models are a ton of fun. They have so much horsepower, and you can really mess up in the corners, so it makes you have to drive the car more. Yep, and there went the 8 car. Pretty sure that's the 8 car. Yeah, it is. So he just left. He didn't want to do it, I guess. It didn't kick him, because it would say that he lost server packet loss or whatever. 1 car is blinking a little bit. I saw that in the last practice as well. He was blinking in and out a little, but it shouldn't be too big of an issue, hopefully. Hopefully we can hold him back, get a good start being behind the leader. And the bottom's going to be quicker to start with, but it's going to move up slowly, for sure, because these cars will tear up a track because they have so much horsepower and stuff, I would assume. I'm happy I fixed my dirt issue from earlier in the week in the 305s. If you guys didn't see like how I fixed it, I've had it in my last dirt video, the 358s. which were, where did they run? They were at Charlotte, I think. But it's in the graphics settings. It was like render dynamic data or something like that. It was in the middle of the graphics. It's for some reason that was unchecked. So if you guys are having that problem where you don't see the dirt building up high or wearing out at all, then that's your problem. Because I had that problem this past Thursday, when I ran the 305s. Because when I got on that day, a message popped up when I got into the lobby saying, or when I got on iRacing in general, saying something about max quality for dirt or something like that, and then it didn't say anything about the render dynamic track thing, but I found that out by just messing with some things. So hopefully, if you guys are having that problem, that helps you out as well, because you cannot run. Oh, my car did not turn. You cannot run on dirt without seeing how it wears out and stuff. Like, that would screw you completely up. 4 cars slid up kind of high. All these cars around me are like just completely black. It's kind of funny. Ooh, don't hit the wall. That was super close. You give him the outside, he had a good run. But I don't want to get just ran over on a straightaway or anything. But the 4 car getting stuck on the outside sucks for him. He was really fast. That really sucks a lot. Now let's see if we can try to keep up with the 3 car or catch him. Because he has that fast 1 lap speed, but let's see how consistent he can be. Because I haven't seen like a ton of his laps. I've just seen him do a couple laps here and there for qualifying and practice. I know the 1 car is super consistent. He did like a 30-something lap run and ran between like the 7s and 8s the whole time. And he had the fastest lap of like a low 5 in the beginning of it. That was in my last practice when it was a little bit, oh god, 3 car really messed up that corner. I didn't want to slide up into him. But the 1 car was very fast in my last practice and consistent. I had like literally almost the same exact fast lap as him. I was like 0.002 off of him, but he was just so much more consistent than I was. And if the 3 car slides up like he did in turn 1, that last lap again, I might have to take advantage of that, because I didn't want to slide up into him because he was like all the way off the gas just trying to come back down the track. And if I would have just stayed in it a little bit more, I probably would have gotten right into the side of him and wrecked both of us, which I did not want to do. Just try to take it nice and easy around the bottom of these corners for now. Get on the gas slowly when the car is getting straight, and just try not to hit the inside wall. For some reason in this track, I'm like pretty good at hooking right along the wall and not hitting it too much. I hit it every now and then. I'm not gonna say I never do. But 3 and 4 is definitely a lot easier to hit it because you don't have that grass to kind of be in between you guys. Like for half of the corner. The back half of the corner is when you normally would hit the wall in 3 and 4. 1 car is coming. He's catching us slowly. He's very consistent, like I was saying. 3 car messed up again, but he didn't go super high. He just like got out of the gas for longer. Trying to get back down to the bottom, I guess. Like I said, the top 4 of us are pretty close, and then after that, people are just fell off. My car did not turn in that one. That was a really bad corner. 1 car is going to get under me going down the back stretch. That was a really bad corner. See if I can get a run down the straightaway. No, I couldn't. I was too sideways there in that corner. I was trying to set up to cross him back over on the straightaway. That was just really bad by me. I think I got on the brakes a little too much. Ooh, the 1 car overdrove that.
Outside.
He might have done the same thing I did, but he had a good run off the top. Don't want to be on the inside of him there, because that's how you get put in the wall in 4. Very sketchy once that happens, if you're on the inside of somebody going into 3 and 4, because if they have a little bit higher of a line going into 3, they'll probably be lower coming off of 4. Bottom's starting to wear out a little bit. Probably can move up like half a lane and find some speed. Hopefully. in 3 and 4. 1 and 2 is still some grip on the bottom. I'm gonna try to find a little bit of speed up a little higher like the 1 is. The 1 did exactly what I was thinking. It's mainly like going into 3 and 4. Coming off of 4 is not that bad. But like going into 1's not bad either. It's still pretty decent. Like there's a little bit of slick right in the middle on the bottom, but that's usually the time I'm not really on the gas anyways. Ooh, he's blinking around a little bit, which is terrifying. A little too sideways there. I was on the gas a little bit too much in that corner. The thing is now, if I do get on the inside of the 1, it's not going to be great for 3 and 4. Because he's running that little bit higher of a lane in 1 and 2 now. But 3 and 4 is definitely slick on the bottom. 4 car is starting to fall off behind us a little bit. Again, my car just straightened out there. I don't know why that happens sometimes. Maybe the bump's going into 1. Because if I get too much in that grass down there, that might happen. 3 car's really keeping that bottom going though, really well. He's consistent with that. 1 car is starting to catch him, it seems like a little bit. Got in the wall on the straightaway. Wasn't too bad though. Like I said, the 1 car is just really consistent with his laps. Car was not turning in there. 4 car is starting to catch me a little bit. You just got to be careful on throttle in these cars. It's the only way to keep your car fast. If your car's straight, it'll be quick. Sideways is losing speed, for sure. But the top 2 are just starting to pull away a little bit now. Which I figured the 1 was going to be really good from my last practice. I'm interested to see the 3 and 4's iRatings. Because I know the 3 car was Division 2. I didn't really see the 4 car, what he was. So the 3 car is pretty close to me probably. Because I know the 1 car is Division 1. I'm Division 1. 3 car is Division 2. 4 car might be Division 2 as well. So our iRatings might be pretty close. But overall, it's been a great race. At least like the top 4 of us have been super close. 5th and 6th, I have a pretty big gap back. Almost 8 seconds back to 5th, and then 10 seconds back to 6th. 1 car is catching him. Oh, he straightened out a little bit too much there. Trying to miss his rear end. I caught him a little bit when that happened. Oh, don't hit that wall. Back end started kicking out a little bit, coming off, going into 3. That outside wall will really kill your corner if you hit it too hard. I keep tapping the wall just before I go into the corners now. Car really straightened out from a bump there. That was weird. If I'm running a little higher, I wasn't expecting that to happen. 3 and 4 is much more smooth, I would say. This whole track's kind of bumpy, but 3 and 4 is a lot smoother than 1 and 2. Even down the front stretch sometimes it gets really bumpy once the track starts to really wear out. And even down the front stretch it gets loose. It's really crazy. 1 car goes to the inside. I'm surprised he didn't take the outside. He had a lot of speed. And the 3 car's been running the bottom the whole time. The 1 car has been running higher. Kind of surprised he tried to take that. But maybe he was getting cut off going down the backstretch, so he jumped low, trying to take advantage of the speed he had. I don't blame him. I wasn't paying too much attention to what exactly was happening. I thought the 1 was going to be on his outside. But I think the way to pass is going to be on the outside of somebody at this point. 3 car is making that bottom work, though. Like, he really is, but the 1 car is making the top work a little bit better, I feel like. I think the 4 behind me is running about the same line as me right now. Okay, I thought he was running more on the bottom like the 3 was. I thought he was running more of the bottom lane. Because this line will work up all the way to the wall if you have a long enough race, or if the track's worn out enough to start with. But coming up to 5 laps to go. 4 car is definitely catching me some. I need to keep my car steady. and not keep getting too sideways. 'Cause I feel like I'm getting too sideways in the middle of these corners or coming off of these corners, something like that. That was a lot better over 1 and 2. Just need to settle down, try to get good runs, good laps. If the 4 car gets into the side of me, that's fine. He can take inside of me. 1 car is trying to run like a high lane and then come off straight on the bottom. That's tough to do when you're trying to get down on the power too, because these cars will get squirrely when you hit the slick. That's why I'm so impressed by the 3 car running the bottom as well as he is. He's doing it so well. 4 car is really pressuring me now. Oh, he blinked some. It's always terrifying when somebody's blinking around you when you have to race so close. You never know where their car is going to be. Four car is keeping his car a lot straighter than I am. The only thing is he has to get a good enough run to be able to throw a slider on me. Because you definitely have room to throw a slider here. In both corners if it's high enough, but mainly 1 and 2. 3 and 4 is definitely tougher, but you can do it. Oh, I hit the wall. Had to get on the brakes a little. Coming into the last lap, I'm expecting the 4 to throw a slider. I actually had a good run off of 4. He might do it in 3 and 4, I'm not sure. But he had a really good run there in 1 and 2. He's definitely going to throw a slider here, I'd assume. Try to cross him back over. Great race. Beat the 4 by side at the line. Wow, that was close. 0.003 to the line. That was nice. That was a lot of fun. Good win. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
That was a really good race by all 4 of us. Like, the top 2 really pulled away there. I expected the 4 to throw a slider on me there in the last corner. He had such a good 1 and 2, though. What did he do? His car just stayed so much straighter than I did. Like, and he got that low runoff. That's what the 1 was doing a lot. But I expected him to throw a slider here, so backed off early. Tried to get that run down on the low side. Got a little bit too sideways there. Real side by side at the line. That was fun. Let's go back and look at some of the incidents. I don't really think there was really hardly any incidents in this race. Did anybody have any? Everybody had 0 incidents. I just slapped the wall a bunch. That seemed like that was about it. We can go back to the very beginning. See how this racing went in the beginning. I thought the 4 was going to run the very bottom. He did not, surprisingly. He didn't want to get into the back of the 3. Running on the high side there, because I got on the inside of him. He just fell so far back from the beginning because he started on the outside. 1 car had a good run. He could have probably gotten down in between us. He had a good run off of 4, so he stayed on the outside of me. And he just fell so far back there. Let's see if there were really any incidents. I don't know. Like, besides smacking the wall. There might have been a couple guys that got into each other. Maybe. I'm not 100% sure. 5 car into the wall. 6 cars going to scrape it on the front stretch. I did that a bunch. He probably scraped it there, barely, like net-coated. It's so easy to scrape the wall, but literally all of us had 0x. Like, that was a good race. Very good race. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, it looks like everybody's just smacking the wall off the corner or going into a corner, because I did that a few times, just on the straightaways. Scraped it. 5 car blinking. Probably going to scrape it going into the corner. He's going to go, oh wow, he went all the way out. Yeah, it was just a lot of scraping the wall, it seemed like. But hell of a race overall. What happened here? I don't remember seeing... Oh, the 1 car scraped the wall there. It was net-coated. Damn, that 3 was all the way down at the bottom, man. All the way down there. So close to hitting that inside wall. And that's the end of the race. So yeah, that was a hell of a race there at the end, though. That was a lot of fun. Side by side at the line. Just watched his last lap one more time. He had a really good run in 1 and 2, man. Like, that was an amazing run in 1 and 2. I probably didn't control my throttle enough to be able to run as well as he was. Because the 1 and the 3 were really fast. They were just so much more consistent. I want to see us at the line, like, where exactly... Right there, I'd say. At the line. 0.003 side by side at the line. That was a lot of fun, man. That was That was a good race to line. I almost smacked the side of him too. I thought I was going to. It was super close, but we didn't. And he had the run going down the exit of the straightaway right after the line. It looks like he passes me just after the line because I'm in front of him there, and then going into turn one, he's probably right at my nose. I can't tell. He might be just in front of me, but I let off early because the race is over too. So that was a hell of a race. That was a lot of fun. Finishing car number 3 as the number 2 car should gain a little bit of iron. I don't think most of us are going to gain hardly anything because we're the top 4. 3 cars going to probably gain the most because he won the race and he was car number 3. We'll still probably gain the slightest bit, but I'm interested to see what their I ratings were because that was a hell of a race. That was a lot of fun. So let's go see what we end up getting. All right, results in strength of field just over 2,200. The 3 car 35, almost 3,600 good I rating. The 4 car was actually at 2,600, so he had actually a pretty far drop off from us, which I'm surprised by. I still lost 3 I rating. That's bullshit. I'm disappointed by that. The 6 car gets 11, finishing 5th. Damn it, he was 15 seconds behind. That's so frustrating, man. I feel like I should have gained 3 instead of lost 3. That's unfortunate for sure. But really, it was only a 6 car race. Only 4 of us were right with each other the whole time. They started getting a little closer towards the end, but that was a hell of a race. 3 car was by far the fastest on the track in the beginning. 1 car definitely caught him there towards the end. Just could not get by him. He had 1 chance where he got side by side with him, but when he got on the inside, he just wasn't as good as he was on the outside. The 1 car was very consistent, though. Very consistent. That's what I figured he was going to be from my last practice, but we all ran like a pretty close fast time. He had his fast time later on when the track was a little bit more worn out because he was stuck on that outside for a few laps, and that's why he fell all the way back to 4th, but he was definitely quick too. All 4 of us were very fast. Great race, great win by the 3. That was a lot of fun, even for such a small field. I'm happy there was no wrecks. Nobody actually had an incident point, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen a race, even though it was a small field size, but nobody had any 2Xs or anything from smacking the wall or any other car, so clean race overall. Very fun and tight racing. 1 car is at 4,900 I rating, so that was a lot of fun. We keep losing a little bit of I rating now. All 3 of the dirt races this week, we've lost I rating, which is unfortunate, but we'll get it back sooner or later. I'd rather have fun races like that than win by 10 seconds and gain I rating. So these races make me better, and hopefully it makes the people around me better because I like competition. Competition is key and makes the racing just that much more better for me. So I like it a lot. So appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Let me know how your races went this past week, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.